Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have
to work out and get a physique like Johnny Silverhand. So let me get straight to the point, man. I absolutely loved Cyberpunk 2077, and I think it should be considered one of the greatest games of these last few years. I mean, yeah, they had a BS release and all that, and cdpr should really be held accountable for that, but man, everything in this game, from the story to the environment, was good. I'm not gonna lie. The characters, at least most of them, are really well written, but I know you're not here about my critique of Cyberpunk. You're here to answer a question, man, because as always in these videos, of course, one of the many thoughts going through my brain as I was playing this, besides the fact that Panam is carrying the middle of the game so much, and also nice character for multiple reasons, is how the is Johnny Silverhand so jacked? I mean, he's Keanu Reeves and he's one of the greatest people to ever live, but this video was made, I guess, first of all for myself, as I really want to answer this question. So without further yapping, I'm gonna start by a little physique analysis. So in this pic, right here, we sure got the pecs. The whole chest is very well developed, especially the lower, so you know what we're gonna have to do. The abs are there for sure, and the back is not well seen in this pic, but it is one of the muscles that create the overall V shape of the upper body, so we can clearly put it as a priority. Next in line are, of course, the arms and the shoulders, and although the shoulders are not such a greatly developed body part of his, at least in comparison to his chest and back, we surely are going to hit them. The forearm is there, I guess, although it is probably built by spending time with Alt or slaying the guitar. His legs are not seen in the game or in this pic, so he always hides them. You know, I'm sad. I love leg day, but I guess the legs are a big part of his strength and athleticism, so we're not gonna skip them. I know, I'm sorry. His lower abs, though, are truly there, so that's gonna be a big focus of us, of this program. So, firstly, I think the structure would be first of all, actually, we got the high priority muscles being the pecs, the back, the abs, the arms, and I guess that's it. The lower priority muscles are gonna be the shoulders, the forearms, and the legs. Now, as for the structure, I think we're gonna do a chest and back day, followed by an arms and legs day, as this keeps the upper body focus. I'm also gonna give you low to no equipment options as well, but you sure as shit could benefit from a full gym. So I think it's time to get into it, shall we? So let's start with the chest and back day. The first exercise is going to be the dip, as many of you may have guessed. I love dips, especially on this channel for these workouts. You love dips because I love dips and we all love dips. So here we got 3 sets of 6 to 8. You can do them on parallel bars or in any way you can find them at the gym or at a local park. If dips are too hard for you, start with push-ups, progress to diamond push-ups, and then to assisted dips, where you put your legs on some kind of box beneath you, and so on. But if you have a gym access, I can recommend using the dip machine. However, don't replace the regular bodyweight dips with this machine unless you are too weak right now for them. In my opinion, dips, like bodyweight dips, are just in a way superior to machine dips. They just hit those tiny little supporting stabilizer muscles, and they are just better for you from an athletic perspective. If dips are too easy for you, you can, but I guess to be considered strong on dips, you have to do at least 15 to 20 like ATG form to be considered actually strong. If you can do that though, you can do ring dips, or you can add weight by a weight vest or a belt to progress even further. The next exercise is going to be the pull-up. Now we're Kind of keeping this program very low equipment too, so to be fair, so far, and I like that. As much as I like those rugged but futuristic gyms you can find in Cyberpunk near your apartment, I do love myself some classic weighted calisthenics. Here we got 3 sets of 6 to 8. Kind of the same thing to be said here. If it's too hard, jump onto the bar and lower yourself down slowly. Do these, you know, only negative, the eccentric part of the movement, and that's a rep. And like that you can stack reps on top of each other and progress from week to week. And if pull-ups are too easy, but that means you can do 15 to 20 chest to bar pull-ups with good control of the lower face. You can just add weight, or you can progress to harder variations like the archer pull-up, but you know, it's just simple to add weight. Next we got some Smith machine incline bench, with the decline push-up being the next man up if you don't have equipment. 2 sets of 10 to 12. Here we should go closer to failure than on the last 2 exercises. So on the last 2 you can leave like 1 or 2 reps in the tank. Here you're gonna have to make sure to make those reps and sets count, so go closer or to failure. Following that up with seal rows, with the inverted row being the alternative. 2 sets of 8 to 12, controlled but explosive. And then we're finishing off this day with 2 sets of 10 on the upright row with the barbell, which I'm gonna put a video in the description for the best form you can use on upright rows, so you don't hurt your shoulder while doing so. Or you can, the alternative here is ring face pulls. I highly suggest you buy yourself a pair of rings if you don't have a gym. It's the best training tool ever invented for low equipment options. It's so versatile and you can find it pretty cheap online. Moving on to the next day, we got arms and legs. And we're gonna start off with preacher curls. Now with preacher curls, I know you gotta be careful while doing them. So choose a lower weight and go full range of motion. You can go full range of motion. Thing is, if you do this exercise correctly, it's a very good exercise and it's very low risk. But be careful. As I said, choose a lower weight and go for 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps. Otherwise, if you don't have equipment, do ring curls, but with the same mentality. Push them. Next we got French press, 3 sets of 8 to 12, or bodyweight ring, or you can do bar, tricep overhead extensions. Try lowering the weight or doing one arm at a time if it hurts in the gym, or if you're doing bodyweight, try standing up more or choosing a bar placed higher, same with rings. You can tuck your elbows in or keep them a little more out, as you like, and as you find no pain and a good pump. Next we gotta do some legs, so here's a Bulgarian split squat, 2 sets of 6. Now if you got a gym, you can just add weight and don't suffer. The alternative is you just gotta do higher reps, but I suggest you don't because they're fucking brutal, and unless you like pain, I mean some of us are masochists, but unless you like pain, try to work towards a pistol squat or do Bulgarians while maximizing the range of motion and go as controlled as possible, as slow as possible in a way. Next is the seated leg curl for 2 sets of 8, or the Nordic curl for the bodyweight rows, which I guess you need somebody to hold your legs in place or a sort of holder. Anyway, good exercise for the hams, and we kinda got rid of legs. Now next is the incline hammer curl, or the ring hammer curl for 3 sets of 12, followed by broad jumps, which are 4 sets of 3. For the hammer curls, you just find an inclined bench or a pair of rings, as I said, and do them. And for the broad jumps, imagine your Silverhand, let's say, on top of Arasaka Tower, trying to escape from these core pose, alright? And how you're gonna escape? Well, you just jump over to the next building. That's what you need the broad jumps for. Although, that next building just happens to be the Capcom headquarters, and you're gonna tell them that you cannot wait for RE9, and if they'll even mention to delay it, I'll shove this bomb up their ass. Well, anyway, that was it, and I hope you enjoyed this video that took maybe way too long to make. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have the greatest workout you've ever had, and the best pump ever. See you in the next one, man.